So there's a stitch in row 2, stitch number 11, that is a hand look quilt stitch. Now what does that mean? I'm going to show you first because I just did a quick little test to see that everything is set up correct. And then let me walk you through how do you get something that looks like hand stitching but by your machine. Now you can use this on quilting, but if you flip it over, somebody's going to call you out on it because it's not going to look like it's by hand, but it sure looks kind of cool. So after you pick the stitch, row 2, stitch number 11, the P foot is actually like a 1/4 inch foot that it's recommending. I know that's not one that comes with this machine, but you can really use just about any foot. But oftentimes it's done in 1/4 inch. You could also use the walking foot. That would be purchased separately also, because if you're going through batting, that's not a bad thing to help kind of pull it through. Notice though what you see here. The tension is set preset at 8, and that means that when you thread this machine, now you notice it doesn't look like I have any thread in this machine at all, but what I'm doing, I have actually put in clear thread. Now my clear thread here is very kinky, and I would recommend that if it's put on a thread stand. Now I don't have a thread stand right at my fingertips, so what I did is I set it in front of the machine, and it's going up to this guide before it goes over to this guide, and then that way it can kind of stay getting a little relaxed before it has to go to work. I don't like to put clear thread on the spool here because believe me, everything gets all kind of tangled, and that is not, well, obviously not a good thing. But what happens is whatever's in your bobbin is what gets pulled up because the tension is so tight, and you just can't see part of the stitches because that's where the clear thread actually is sewing. So here's what it actually is going to look like. You'll start like normal stitching, but what it does is like it does little tiny stitches. Then it almost looks like it's just yanking the thread right on up as it's doing it. So it's kind of an odd little stitch, but you do have to set this up correctly. Do not change the tension at all. Do not change the tension at all, because that's actually what gives you this cool looking stitch. So just kind of keep in mind it's a manipulated stitch. Not all bobbin threads are going to look as pretty as this one. So change your thread if you're not getting the look, as in change what thread you actually put in your bobbin, and keep trying it till you get the look that you like.